Right now, you can't go out and buy an automatic weapon. You can't go out and buy a cannon. And for those brave right-wing Americans who say it's all about keeping America's independent and safe, if you want to fight against the country, you need an F-15. You need something a little more than a gun. No, I'm not joking. Think about this. Think about the rationale that's used to provide this. And who are they shooting at? Shooting at these guys behind me.
Please. It's remarkable that somebody can sit out there and lie like that. Imagine what would happen if Donald Trump did that. It'd be 24-hour-a-day specials on all the cable news with all the blathering bobbleheads going nuts. And what's really bad is he's tying this all to defend the corrupt FBI, who went after his chief political opponent, of course. You want to talk about semi-fascism, look no further than this.
And now it's sickening to see the new attacks on the FBI, threatening the life of law enforcement agents and their families for simply carrying out the law and doing their job. Look, I want to say this as clear as I can. There's no place in this country, no place, for endangering the lives of law enforcement. No place. None, never, period. I'm opposed to defunding the police. I'm also opposed to defunding the FBI.
Again, does anyone remember the BLM riots? Because I do. Does anyone remember how Vice President Kamala Harris sponsored a bail fund for rioters who were arrested? Does anyone remember Antifa and other leftist groups targeting cops? Because I certainly do. Does anyone remember Democrats calling for nationwide defunding of the police departments? Hell, they're still doing it. Leftist cities have seen crime skyrocket since Biden took office. Look at New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Philly, Washington, D.C. Pick any one. Crime is up massively. Murder out of control. Blood literally running in the streets. But that's what the Democrats do, you see. That's what they've always done. Take what they're doing and then project it onto their opponents. They've done this since I was born, since the 1960s, and all this rhetoric is having an effect on the populace because what President Biden is effectively doing is othering to the Republicans. And he's also radicalizing his base at the same time because if your opponents are fascists, you've dehumanized them, of course. If your opponents are violent, you've discredited them, of course. If your opponents are trying to kill cops, kill you, well, aren't you justified to do whatever is necessary to stop them? Don't you have a moral obligation to stop those dangerous Republicans? And the media, of course, falling right in line. Shocking, I know.